Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Planet Theme Park, and today we are back for another Ride Sims video. This time we are not operating a coaster today, we are operating a flat ride today. And to be specific, we are operating a drop tower called Apocalypse at Drayton Mannor. So we've gone from the UK to Florida and we're back in the UK again. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. This simulator is the difficulty is hard, but it's only like really hard if you play it in a certain way. It depends on which way you can play it, because you can play it in many different ways. It just depends on how you want to play it. So let's have a look here. So this is so it gives you the manual straight away, and it's quite a big manual. So we'll go for it. So you gotta click on the system button up here, turn the key, restart the ride. Then you got to wait until the compressor light goes green, then you got to turn it on, okay? Then you want to set the system mode. So I'll explain this in a minute, but the system mode, basically you can set it to you controlling it manually, or the game does it auto. I'm going to do it manually, but in a certain way, because you can link certain towers together, so you can do it manually, but you're not controlling individual towers, you're actually controlling multiple towers. So obviously this is just selecting the ride car, grouping. There you see grouping selection. I'll show you that in a minute. That's just about the queue. So open and close gates to start, and in this one is different. So you got to open the restraints, then lock them, then check them, but it's actually in lock as you can see there. So it's quite a nice easy way to remember it. Dispatch is actually the up arrow, because we are raising the trains. That also says raise, because sometimes you have to do it manually to maybe adjust the ride. And you see lower there, you can lower the ride as well if there's like an e-stop or a breakdown. See there, space bar is to release the ride, but that is only in manual mode, but I will be doing that. S is to adjust the seat height, so adjusting the seat height will be able to score more points. And tilting is in manual mode as well. So yeah, that's pretty good there. And then obviously you got to service the different towers. So yeah, let's have a look here. So welcome to Apocalypse. Be sure to check out the manual for this difficult simulation. Good luck. Like how it's a difficult simulation. Make sure to call the mechanics to come and inspect the ride if required. Right, so here we are. We have Apocalypse at Drayton Mannor right here. It's quite cool actually, because if you go into this camera here, you can actually see the, I believe, if you go to, that's actually the buildings behind it. If you click on tower, I'll be able to click on the tower in a minute, but we'll turn the ride on first. So here we are. I'm going to activate the power. Then we want to actually, you don't actually have to hold R with this one. All you have to do is just click the restop button. Then we want to wait. There you see fault alarm. There it says the system is ready. So we want to click the green compressor button. Then we want to turn all of the towers on. All 5 of the towers. And you see here they're flashing. So you want all of them in man mode, as you can see. But you see how they're all linked. All the towers. I'm actually going to set it to half. So I'm controlling tower 1 and 2, which is the sit down towers. And then I'm going to be controlling tower 3, 4 and 5, which is the stand up with no floor towers. So you can see here we've got 1 and 2 here, and then the other side we've got 3, 4 and 5. And I'll actually show you here quickly, because this shows how detailed this simulator is. So I just raise a bit. In the background there you can see the Buffalo coaster, which still goes on to this day. I don't even know how that coaster runs, but it does. It runs. It's very good at running. So now we've got the ride up and running. So you can see here that the queues. So I'm actually going to open the queues for the ride. So let's open the queues here. There we go. And you see here we can actually service the tower. It's a bit like a Ripsaw simulator if you've played that. So you start to see people coming in now. So what you have to do is with this one here. you actually have to control the catch cars mainly, is how you operate the ride. And obviously you got to control the tilt on the standard ones, and you've got to control the drop. But you'll notice that it's quite difficult when sometimes it says one of the restraints will not open. Please raise and lower the ride into the correct position. So that happened to me once before, and basically what it's asked you to do is it's asked you to raise the catch car with the train up slightly, then raise it down so it connects properly into the station. So the restraint will open, because one of the restraints might not open, which is what happened with me. But what you have to do there is, if that situation happens, you have to set it individually. So like this, so it's not grouped, so you control each tower individually, then click on the tower using the 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, depending on which tower it is. And then you can move that up and down, and you should be able to open that restraint. But you'll start to see people are coming in now, so we're going to open this. And tower 1 and 2 are really easy to get out, because all you have to do is open the gates, lock the restraint, check it, and then send them on their way. That's literally as simple as tower 1 and 2 can get. Tower 3, 4 and 5, however, are a little bit different, because you want to open the gates and then close them again. Then you want to lock the restraints. But if you want to get maximum amount of points, you want to hold in the S key, and you'll see there these seats heights start to adjust, and you'll hear the as the sort of the seats like change in levels there. And then you want to check it there, and then you want to send it, and you'll see that tower 1 and 2 are ready. So we're going to hold spacebar to drop them, and here they are, they come flying back into the station. Then you want to hold down, and you'll see there that the jog down light flashed up, because that actually is the catch car, which is now moving down to the station. We're going to press T here to tilt these trains. So you can see here comes the difficulty in, because you've got to switch backwards and forwards very, very quickly. So we're going to open these restraints here. I actually managed with the sit-down trains to actually get the trains fully filmed and checked, and locked and checked even before the catch cars got back into the station. That's how quick I was on the dispatch. But you can see we've already another two out here. So we're going to drop these down, and then we're going to press the tilt in when it gets into the station. There we go. Then we're going to hold jog down here, and then we're going to unopen the restraints, and you'll see you don't have to adjust the seats, because the seats just go back to normal height. And then we will just wait for this middle tower to fill up here. But you can see how quickly I got those sit-down trains out. Well, actually, we'll put them on now. But you can see here, the difficulty isn't really, I think the difficulty mainly comes if you play the towers individually. That's the main difficulty there. So you want to adjust the seat height there for some extra points, and then we want to check them. We're also going to hold spacebar, and then we're going to immediately bring those catch cars down. Then we're going to send these trains out. So I tried to aim to at least get one set of cars in the station, and then the other set going up. But sometimes, though, however, these sit-down towers really are quite quick. As you can see here, it's very simple. These sit-down towers. See, like, I got that done even before the catch car was clipped in. There we are. Look, straight away we're out of another train. But that's basically the simulator, and obviously you can set it so you can control all the towers at once, send them all down. You can play auto, so you don't have to control the towers and how they dropping them and tilting them. But I think that's what makes it more enjoyable, I think. And you can control them individually as well, which would be quite insane to do. But we're actually gonna drop these towers down, and then we're gonna immediately bring the catch car down. And then we're also going to bring the tilt in as the train comes into the station. Then as soon as it comes in, you see that the restraints have gone green, so they are ready to open. We're actually going to wait a bit there. We're going to release these, and then we're going to immediately bring that catch card down. But you see here, it's very, very easy to do. Like once you get the hang of it, it's so easy. But obviously, if you're playing on, like, it's not like easy. Like obviously, some of the other simulators, like Wickerman or some of the or Baron, for example, they're quite easy simulators. This one here, it depends on how you play it, really. Like I'd say here for me, I'm playing at a sort of like a moderate difficulty. But here the catch cards are in, so we are gonna open these gates, close them, lock them, and check them. And then all we have to do is send it on its way. Now, a breakdown is where it becomes an issue. Now, I'm going to see if we can get a breakdown in this video, but I believe, hopefully, we can get a breakdown. I've never hoped for a breakdown in my life, but I'm going to hope for one now because I want to show you how breakdowns work on this, because you can get different kinds of breakdowns, like the one I explained earlier, or sometimes, oh, I forgot to adjust the seat height. Hey, I'm going to let him check that. I wonder if I can adjust the seat height now. See, that's why you want to be careful of. You don't want to go too quickly. So I've got to adjust that seat height there, so it just means I'm not going to get maximum amount of points. So we're going to drop these trains, and as soon as they drop, bring the catch card down. That's all you have to do. Just as soon as they drop, bring the catch card down. So we're going to open the restraints. Never mind that. I'm just going to quickly check what time we are on the video. Okay, that's good. Right. So you can see here, we're going to lock the restraints here. Right, and then we're going to check them. And then we're going to quickly just release these trains. Bring the catch cars down. We're going to send this one up. So you see there, I had to catch up a little bit there, but we're good, we're good. And you'll notice there the tilt immediately comes in. Then we're going to open them. It's pretty simple as well. Open the restraints is O. To lock them is L, and to check them is C. So it's really easy commands in this one. And the gates is just the left and right arrows. To dispatch it is the up arrow, and then if you want to lower it, if there is a breakdown, you can do. But you want to make sure so you service your towers. Now I'm going to service. You notice the catch car becomes slower if you don't service them. So I'm going to spend some points on and service them here. I'm just waiting for a bit of a queue build-up, if I'm honest, because there's not many people. I want to see if I can just send out full trains to see I only sent out 2 people on that one. So I'm going to jog that down. It's very quiet. I don't know why. But yeah, just let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on Apocalypse. I mean, personally, I love the drop tower. I mean, the first time I went on it, my first time in Apocalypse, I did stand up no floor. So I went straight in there with probably the best tower, which is quite insane. It's a really forceful drop tower compared to other Intamin drop towers, and it's a very good drop tower, very underrated. And I have just sent that train again. No. See, like, I was just able to bring them back into the station. No, not sending you again. You don't get second rides on my drop tower. There we go. Send a full train here. Now we will go. Has the lovely sound effects as well from the Apocalypse ride. It's very realistic. And again, I forgot to adjust the seat height. Keep on forgetting to adjust the seat height. See if I can see if I can open them again, then lock them. Just have a look here and see if... There we go, we've got some more points there. Now we'll check them. Also, drop this tower over here. And then we'll raise that catch car down, and then we will send this one. And we'll immediately tilt it. There we go. We don't have to worry about that one at all for now. Until we have to drop it. Just let that go up. I should have waited until that guy got in the queue. Oh well. So yeah, it's pretty simple simulator, and I don't know if I'm actually gonna get I don't know if I'm actually gonna get a breakdown here. So I think we actually, yep, now dispatch that train. Now I'm only using 1 and 3 here to change, because obviously you can see here they're grouped together. Just drop these trains here. Trains? They're not trains. How dare I call them trains? These little, what would you call them? No, they're not gondolas, are they? What would you call them? Towers? Are they called trains? I have a feeling they are called trains. But it just doesn't make sense for them to be called trains. Just to see height on those. There we go. Check them. So yeah, it's pretty good simulator, this one, and you get points quite quickly, especially if you adjust the seat height quite well. I haven't had a breakdown yet, which probably is why my queues actually aren't that bad. I think there's a challenge actually to dispatch a certain amount of cars. I think they're called cars, that's it. So it's to dispatch a certain amount of cars without, I don't know if it's here. Yeah, 100 drops without any downtime on Apocalypse. That there is an interesting one, really, because this ride, like, loves to break down a lot. And did I bring that down? Apparently I didn't bring that down. Okay. That's kind of annoying. It's fine though. Hang on, I've just sent that tower up, haven't I? I haven't tilted it. Got it. Just in time. Open. I've really confused myself there after looking at that thing down there. I've really just... Oh, it's because the gates aren't shut. There we go. I really confused myself there, because I really didn't know what was going on. There we go. I'm back on track now. That was confusing. Completely lost myself there. So we haven't got long left in this video now, guys. But I hope you all enjoy, and just let me know what simulator you want me to play next, because I have a really difficult time choosing, if I'm honest, because it's a lot of good simulators, and could be quite difficult to choose. I'm gonna let the queue fill up a bit. Just gonna let the queue fill up a bit here. Let's give it a drop this train down as well to bring that back. Just gonna let the queue fill up a bit. So yeah, if you can see down here some of the different sim challenges that you can get, the throughputs here you can see, different people, the top 5 operators scores. 2 million is a mad score. Like, look at the difference between those two scores. Like, that is insane. Whoever you are, man, that is an insane score on here. I mean, I'm only on 51,000. You must have been playing for hours and hours on end. Let's have a look here. My sim seems to have frozen. I don't know why. Oh, hang on, wait. There we go. It's because I wasn't clicked on it. There we go. We've got a little bit of a queue now, so let's give it a lock. And then a check. Oh, and then let's get these riders in. We'll send out these final trains, and then we'll end this one here, and just make sure these are all. Yeah, we go. Give those a check. And then we will send that as well. And there we go. That is it for this episode here on Apocalypse. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a like. Make sure you go subscribe as well. And you know, let me know in the comments what simulator you want to see next, because I really have difficulty choosing. So it'll be nice to know what simulators you guys would want next, because I have a really big difficulty choosing. Catch car must be in the station to service. Yeah, I just have trouble choosing. You know, I'm like, which one should I do? Should I do a flat ride today? Should I do another coaster? So I need to see if I can get some input from you guys on which one you demand. So yeah, that'll be this end of this video here, guys, and I will see yous in the next video. Bye bye.